Jailton Almeida and Parker Porter in the heavyweight division, no longer the light heavyweight division, which is Jailton Almeida's natural weight class. The natural weight class that he was supposed to fight in was supposed to be against Maxim Grisham. If he would have won this fight, probably gets a top 15 fight in that light heavyweight division. He's 30 years old, very tall, and very, very lengthy for the light heavyweight division, but now he's moving up a full 60 pounds in weight to fight Parker Porter on short notice. Now, Parker is a pretty decently sized heavyweight. He's not like one of those really, really big ones that actually has to cut weight to make weight in the heavyweight division, but he's not necessarily a super small one either. His last time he weighed in at 263 pounds, but he's very fast. He's got very good hands, very good boxing and things like that. On a 3-fight win streak over Chase Sherman, over Josh Parisian, Almeida. Got some good wins on the regional scene, but he did lose to Chris Dawkins by first round knockout, but it was on short notice, and he did have a pretty bad weight cut to make that one because he was very big heading into that fight with Chris Dawkins. But now he's going to be fighting a taller Jailton Almeida, a lengthier Jailton Almeida, a better, more powerful guy in Jailton Almeida, and a guy with more volume in Jailton Almeida, and a guy that has the actually not more volume. I say Parker Porter does have the volume advantage, but a guy that has the jiu-jitsu advantage, the wrestling advantage, and the power advantage over Parker Porter. Now, this fight really does depend on can Jailton Almeida get the fight down on a guy that is way, way bigger than him. This is the heavyweight division. Jailton does not have to cut weight. Parker possibly has to cut weight, and I'm really not too sure, but he's a lot bigger, man. He could just use that sheer size and strength to be able to defend the takedowns on Jailton Almeida. I'm not saying it's going to happen, because I think eventually Jailton could time one of those takedowns, maybe even pick him up, slam him, maybe do a trip takedown or something like that, but eventually he will get the fight to the clinch. Maybe he does the Charles Oliveira like he did against Dustin Poirier and get the fight to the clinch, get one hook in, and literally jump to the back of Parker Porter. The man's jiu-jitsu is absolutely amazing. I had him winning the fight on the Contender Series against now 10-1 Nasruddinov, and I had him winning against Danilo Marquez as well. I saw this man as a hype train as soon as I saw him on Dana White's Contender Series. He's very tall, very lengthy, very well-rounded, amazing striking, very good power, and it's crazy wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and he's humongous for the light heavyweight division. But again, this is the heavyweight division, and I don't know how that's going to fare here. So having the odds at -700 seems a bit ridiculous to me, as he's fighting a lot bigger opponent in Parker Porter here, but I'm still going to go Jailton Almeida. I think eventually, some way or another, he'll find a way to either rock Parker Porter on the feet and knock him out, or take the fight down and submit him with a rear naked choke. I got Jailton Almeida by submission in the second rounds.